All right, so we're here with Lance from the Punisher's Factory D3 team. Lance, what you got there, buddy?
We got the new Luxe Idol.
All right, we're going to do a little shooting video for you guys here.
Oh, let's
turn the hopper on. Let it rip.
It's not bad for the weather and the bad paint. I mean, you have a few straight. That's ropes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your honest opinion?
It feels good. I love the trigger, actually.
You like the trigger?
Yeah. And I love the front end of the...
Do you like the way it feels, the foregrip? Do you like the foregrip better than?
I like the foregrip a lot.
Yeah.
This is slippery.
What's that?
I do see this, the rear
back
grip.
portion? Yeah.
It definitely is a little bit more slippery, but...
So you like the trigger?
Trigger's nice, shoots
good.
good.
What about the ASA? Easy enough to disengage and engage?
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely better than the last one.
Try and disengage it real quick. Yeah, not
easy. Boom, right in and out.
All right, guys, we're here with Chris that's never used a Virtue Spire before.
Yep.
We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this lid real quick. All right, so Chris, you have not shot the Luxe Idol yet.
No, I have not.
And I want your true God honest opinion on what you think of this thing. We're shooting some frostbite, crown of the gun, and all that stuff. We turned it to 15 balls a second to make things interesting here.
Sure.
So, ooh, it's pretty.
I like the shape. There we go. I'm kind of hungry. Does anybody want to go talk about? No, it's good. It's really soft. I'm used to. I could maybe use a little more of the rubbery stuff. Maybe it's just because I got gloves and it's wintertime.
Yeah. So that seems to be a common complaint with the majority of the guys that have used it today out here at Level Up, is the grippiness of it. So, but you like the shot?
Yeah, the shot's really good. It's really smooth. It's really easy to roll on the trigger. The trigger's a really good shape.
So overall, would you potentially be interested in purchasing one of these? Yes or no?
I would purchase one for sure from huntersandpaintball.com.
This is Si with
honest opinion, Si. No BS. We still got it. We're shooting frostbite still.
Welcome to the void.
The void. All right, here we go.
Agreed.
Let it rip. Shoot all that paint, baby. Hey, and something to keep in mind is it's cold out today. Like, it's probably about 35 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's about 35, 30 degrees today at Level Up. Honestly, I agree with everybody else. Even with me not wearing gloves, it's still kind of slippery on the foregrip, so I would definitely see if we can get some type of gripping. Naturally, most people are going to tape it, probably tape the tip of the barrel as well as the foregrip. I would definitely see if there's something else we can do with this. Won't lie, this right here, we got to do something about the grip because it's already spacing in the back of the trigger frame, and if we don't fix that, that's going to create a lot of water problems.
So it is. DLX made sure that, like they said, that it was a prototype. So I'll be curious to see when the production run guns come, like if they fix that issue. But that seems to be a common thing that people have said. What do you think of the shot?
I think the shot is definitely very close to the 180. As you guys can see, it does the anti-cheat things. You never know. But as far as the shot quality, I think it's probably one of the best up there as of right now. I think it shoots better than the Shocker era. Just saying. But maybe it's because I'm not a big Shocker guy. I definitely would recommend to see what they're going to do with the next batch instead of the prototype. As of right now, the prototype, I'm giving it about a 7 out of 10 right now. Maybe when they fix the flush grip and they fix this a little bit, make it a little bit longer, I think other than that, I think we'll see what it says.
You talked about the screen? What about the screen, Lance? What do you think of the screen?
I love the M3 screen, so it reminds me of that, so that's a good ad.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's insightful. All right, we're here with Matt from our Factory D3 line. Matt, you shot it the majority of the day today, so you're going to be able to give us our best opinion. I know that, like, your common complaint with it was like, difficult to grip.
Yeah, the back. The front actually wasn't as bad as I thought it might be.
Okay.
I am a thumb over the top kind of guy.
Gotcha, okay.
And so it did feel good holding it like this, my
Yeah.
fingers on the back side. I felt like it was really solid. Crawling down the snake a couple times, it did slip like out of my palm because I couldn't quite get the grip.
So the actual trigger, it's not just the foregrip.
No,
it's the entire thing.
So right back here, I just felt like it was slipping out of my hand a little bit like that.
Like the metal portion
Yeah,
there?
and I just couldn't grip it, so I ended up having to like pull the trigger and hold it.
While you're crawling down the snake, right?
Which is fine. Obviously, you know, a lot of guys have probably mentioned that we can tape it or other things like that. The shot, I really liked the shot, the little bit of pop that it had. I thought the shot signature was really clean and crisp, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's kind of like an in-between of like a really hard poppy shot and like a real like spooly Luxe shot,
Yep.
you know, like in between. Snappy.
One of my personal favorite things is I actually really like the barrel threading. The reason being is I like that when I have to swab my barrel or pull it off, that I don't have to twist it 14 times to get it on and off.
Let's see it real quick.
I really like that I can just, it's off.
Boom.
And then like 2 full spins and it just clicks right in.
Yeah.
And I also, that's another thing that I like, because I don't feel like I'm like over tightening it ever.
Yeah.
But, you know, to each his own on barrels.
Yeah.
It did shoot really well. Obviously, the conditions here today are not the best there. It's
Did you chop any paint?
I broke only 1 ball in this gun today.
Okay.
And I will say that I don't think it was the gun, because I've shot a few other guns today, and I've broken a paintball in each of those guns.
Yeah, it's cold out.
The gun is shooting it very, very smooth. I would say that I'm happy with how soft it is on the paint.
Okay.
Our paint is pretty pretty today. I'm talking quite a bit of paint.
Yeah.
I would say it's shooting a little soft for my CS3 on the paint.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I don't have a soft tip on the CS3.
Okay.
Whichever's tip comes soft, then it's in there.
Yeah, that is a soft tip.
Oh, that is a soft
Yep.
tip.
That comes factory
It's a
with
little soft on the CS3. Then.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What would you compare the shot the most to?
Well, I'm probably not the right guy to ask that to be honest. I don't shoot enough guns.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Me personally, because I shoot all the guns, I think it shoots closest to the 180R actually. Like the way it shoots.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's actually maybe a little bit smoother than my CS3.
Hey, well, when do you guys bring me a loader? Grab me a loader. I will show you. Please, a loader. So, nope, I'm good. So I will say I liked that during the game I had to tighten this little knob, and it was grippy enough that with the loader smashed down here, even though I couldn't like grab it and twist,
Yeah.
I was able to get my finger, I could loosen this, and I was able to get my finger underneath and just tighten it.
Really? Okay.
And then tighten. That was actually like a positive for me.
So the thumb wheel was enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray, you got to use it. You already have traded in with us for the new Luxe Idol. You got to use it for a point, and you got to shoot it. What do you think?
Yeah, so my thing for the last couple of years has been that the mid-range guns are so good that there's no reason to buy a
true high-end.
flagship marker. Like, why would you buy an M3 when you can get a DSR Plus? It's great. Or
Sure.
why would you, such and so forth. I had a TM40. I bought it used off of Punishers, and mechanically it worked flawlessly. But I do work on my guns, so taking them apart, putting them back together. I always found the TM40 to be just a little bit behind the times with like certain design features, like things that you can over tighten and you couldn't get your barrel on, or like little tiny quality of life things. As soon as I saw what they were doing with this, I mean, I basically went to Punishers and traded in some stuff and put down
What would you say the top 2 features are that you like that like made you decide that you wanted to go with an Idol?
The game changer, really, the trigger.
Really?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I always found when I at least, so I had an aftermarket trigger on my TM40, so
The infamous deuce.
yeah.
Yep.
So I always felt like I could either get the trigger to be long and light, or I can get it to be short and stiff. I really like short and light triggers,
Gotcha.
and there was always the possibility that you could over adjust the trigger and you could damage the micro switch. So again, going back to like that quality of life, how much do I have to fiddle with this thing to get it to
Sure.
be where I want it to be and do what I want it to do, and then putting it back together, I don't know. Everything I struggled to justify on the TM40 has been reworked or outright resolved on the
For sure.
on the Idol. I mean, the grips charging back here, it just feels more premium. You pop this back off, you plug in. I don't have to, like the other grips where you just peel them off. I don't know. I just was never really a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
The screen is way easier to kind of see what's going on inside the marker.
Yep.
I mean, even the fit and finish, the bolt, when you take it off, there was always like a little bit of like
with the
resistance
TM40,
with the 40, like trying to get it off.
Yeah, I noticed that the Idol doesn't have that. So
yeah,
that's
this
nice.
doesn't have it.
Yep.
The regulator, or when you go to take the regulator out, you can over tighten this piece and scratch your barrel.
Right.
On the TM40, that's resolved on this gun.
Yep. They
Actually,
fixed the transfer issues between the ASA and the trigger frame, and they also reworked the ASA as well, so that you don't have the issue with it.
Honestly, and I've always been a really big fan of like the Planet Eclipse guns because I feel like they're kind of idiot-proof.
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of that way. You know what I mean? Like I can take this apart and put it back together and not mess it up. You know what I mean? Like it really is like a fantastic gun. I mean, as far as shooting it, it's on par with a TM40. Maybe it's got a little bit more of a feedback to it. You know, the pop is, or the shot's more towards the poppy side.
I'd say it shoots like the closest thing I can compare it to is a 180. Like you've used a 180 before.
Correct.
It shoots pretty similar to a 180 when it comes to that. I think it paint handled really well for us today. Matt used it for the majority of the day. Didn't have any issues with it. It's cold out here in Ohio. Did well. All right,
we were even doing the rollback on it, in the shop.
Yeah.
And that's a significant improvement.
It is.
The foregrip's just a little bit smaller. Like it just fits in my hand a little bit nicer. Like.
Sounds good. Let's shoot it. Let's shoot it real quick. Let's give it a rip.
So like other people, I do find it a little bit slippy.
Yeah.
I
think that's easily resolved. Like, you probably shouldn't have to put a tape on it, but people are going to say that you shouldn't have to put tape on it, but, whatever.
I mean, but here's the thing, right? You have the option to put tape on it or not put tape on it. I mean, if you have rubber grips that you don't like, and that's the way it comes, then that's what you're stuck with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Right. Yep.
I can't not get this to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not even particularly good at walking triggers, and I feel like the paint just comes out.
Just let it rip, baby.
You know what I mean?
That shoots amazing,
I don't know.
So overall, now that you got to use it and you trade in everything, you're happy with it. You're happy with your decision to trade in. You're excited for your gun.
Yeah,
you would say.
The next question is, do I send it off for anodizing? Because I'm going to keep it for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I want to personalize it and kind of make it my own? That's really the next question.
Yeah, right on. Sounds good. Thanks, Ray.
Yes, sir.